video, I'm going to talk about Jay-Z. And when you talk about Jay-Z, you have to take into account the impact that Jay has had on the culture. How do we address Jay-Z without addressing the influence? When you think of cool, right? What determines cool? Cool is ever changing. What's cool in one period of time doesn't remain cool forever. And if you remove cool from music, you're removing a very big trait that ultimately, the element of cool is what I think made people want to aspire to be rappers and rock stars and, all of that fancy schmancy look at me shit. It's the cool factor. Hip hop, when you put hip hop on, it made you feel cool. That more than anything, I think the cool factor of hip hop was very prevalent. Whereas rock and roll, it was cool, but it was I'm a rebel, badass, living on the edge kind of cool. Hip hop was cool, fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? One of them like a jazz kind of cool. And Jay-Z made shit cool that was not cool until he came along. It wasn't like the Yankee hat wasn't a thing like that. Jay did that. The button down. Man, there's nothing I hated more than when I wanted to go out to a club and you can't get in like this. So everybody's on the line with their cheesy ass fucking plaid button down and fucking whatever moccasins or whatever bullshit and slacks to get in the club. So here we are. We've all been made whack. And now we got to try to fucking do the best that we can in this fucking spot with our whack ass fucking dress code. When I got in the low, I found the way around it. Because now I got the button down, so you can't fucking tell me I'm not allowed in, because these motherfuckers are haters, okay? But I got the button down now, and the button down got graphics. Now I'm looking fresh. You know what I'm saying? So low helped me where I could get in the club and not look like a fucking not a cornball, but they made you whack with this fucking button down shit. Anyway, overall, how the fuck did Jay make the button down cool? That's crazy. He made the button down and a Yankee hat cool. That's just influence, period. Now, when we address the rhyme style, you got Biggie Smalls, right? Biggie Smalls was on top. We all, Biggie Smalls, right? Jay, you knew about Jay, but he wasn't reigning. He wasn't running shit. He wasn't reigning supreme. His style was very unorthodox. Big, as I mentioned in other videos, very template. Take the verse off of the beat, it'll snap into place on another beat. Very much this kind of thing going on. Jay's very, very intricate. Now, you might have missed the intricacies because you were focused so much on the content. For my fellow underground hip-hop heads that were into lyricism, we were at the time, we were looking at Jay-Z like, oh, he's all about money and clothes and all of this shit, overlooking the intricacy. I can't speak for everybody, but we overlooked the intricacy. Jay-Z is a very unorthodox and very technical rapper. For the places that he would land on the beat. Look, I didn't memorize Reasonable Doubt. You know what I'm saying? Jay had a lot of different, and when I say that to say that it's not that, he was not a simple writer. There was a lot of complexity to Jay-Z's writing. And he had a lot of flows. there was a point in time where everybody was rapping like Jay-Z. There was that signature of Jay's style in everybody's verses. And there was a certain Jay-Z style in particular that was in their verses. They never quite, I don't think they ever quite understood the intricacies to emulate that style. And I mean, we could refer to that as the, I guess, the Reasonable Doubt style. As I'm talking, I'm trying to think of a verse from Reasonable Doubt to recite to give an example of the complexity. Even if we look at what he did with the M, because that's more fresh in my mind. If we look what he did with the M joint, you see M. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm a poet to some, a regular modern day Shakespeare. Jesus Christ, the king of these latter day saints here. The shadow, the picture, and which is that as they paint me as a manga, but hate Satan, the scattered brain atheist, but that ain't the case. See, it's a matter of taste. Me is a, you see how I can do that? Now, when we get to J, do not step to me, I'm awkward. A box left thee, I'm off, and my pops left me, and off, and my mama wasn't home. Do not step to me, I'm awkward. A box left thee. This is not so easy to. You can, I mean, do not step to me, I'm awkward. A box left thee. But do you see the difference? He was unorthodox in the way that he would go in and out of the beat, in and out of rhythms. So do not step to me, I'm awkward. A box left thee, and off, and my pops left me, and off, and my mama wasn't home. Could not stress to me, I wasn't grown. Especially on nights I brought something home. The quiet, the stomach rumbling. My demeanor, 30 years my senior. My childhood didn't mean much. Only raising green up. You don't know where he's really going with it. You can't. You have to kind of take a step back and look at what he's doing. Whereas M is a master of several disciplines, but M will attach himself to the rhythm of the beat in such a way where he becomes one with the beat. J, very, you know what I'm saying? He's in and out of it. Very unorthodox. And it's fascinating for somebody with such an unorthodox style of rapping and writing to dominate the field in the way that he did. And this is why I say, you know, lyricists, we have always ran shit. Don't ever fall for the narrative that people want this or they want this. No. That shit comes and goes. Lyricists have the longest reigns. Period. Okay? And we are the ones that when you open the books up, when you open the history books, there's going to be our fucking pictures in it. The pictures of the lyricists. It ain't going to be the picture of fucking so-and-so who made a club song and was hot for the summer. No. Okay? So anyway, so you have, you know, Biggie dies, and you have, you know, you see Jay kind of fill that slot. And he had his moments where, you know, he knew I'm going to dumb this down. I'm going to make it simple. I'm going to set out to do this with the purpose of just making it impossible for you to deny. This is how incredibly catchy I will make this. And, you know, that was so you have that moment where he's dominating radio, he's dominating. I remember people were like, the sentiment among rappers was like, yo, you've been enough. Let somebody else eat. This is how much on lock. And I should say Rockefeller, but Jay, this is how much on lock they had shit. You know what I'm saying? Top-notch dominance. And what I like about Jay, you know, I like technical artists. And Jay-Z is very much a technical artist. There's this one line on the Justify My Thug. I am the Michael Schumacher, the rock traveler, Mach 5 barrel, the mob power could stop God. This is a wordy motherfucking lyricist. When Jay said, I'd probably be lyrically Talib Kweli, I'm thinking to myself, with all due respect to Talib Kweli, I'm thinking to myself, you're speaking as if you're not an extremely gifted wordsmith. Perhaps he meant content-wise. Lyrically, I would touch on the same content as Talib Kweli. But lyrically, you are extremely technical. You are a wordsmith. You are all of these things. But fascinatingly enough, the cool factor was so strong. You see, Jay did not adapt to what was cool. Jay decided what would be cool. Jay made shit cool. There's a lot going on when you look at Jay-Z. Now, I didn't even get into the business acumen and all of that. Perhaps I'll do that on part 2. We already 11 minutes. See you on the next one.